Hi, my name is Gene Ligman. I own and operate a company named Suntorr, and I am an independent engineer. I have my long history in vacuum systems, vacuum equipment, and I would say probably in the last decade or so, I've done a deep dive on freeze drying systems. I find them fascinating. I love the physics that's going on inside of them. It's all heat transfer, fluid flow, phase change, fits right in with my mechanical engineering degree and background. But I found over the course of, I don't know, the last decade or so, that the amount of information that's available to people who are doing freeze drying, who are trying to either do it for a living or just doing it at home, the information on how it works, the physics, the machinery, the gotchas, the way to make a process recipe so you get the best quality product, all that sort of stuff is really kind of like embarrassingly terrible. It's just hard to find. So if you've been looking for information, don't feel bad. Everyone's looking for information, and maybe you can't find it. I'm not surprised. So I probably, because of my focus on vacuum systems, vacuum applications, I know pretty much almost every vacuum application that there is. Freeze drying is not as nearly as hard as some, but it's a little more challenging than others. But I think probably what gets most people is how does the conditions inside a freeze dryer affect A, the product quality, B, the amount of time that it takes to get a product, C, the vulnerability, if you will, of ruining your product outright, and D, how to just operate your system so that it either lasts a long time or maybe you can stop your process cycle in a reasonable amount of time instead of just letting it run extra time. There's lots of questions, right? What does it take to go from being a small startup freeze drying company to a big commercial scale kind of company? I've seen them all, and maybe not all, but I've seen quite a number of them. I've answered super a lot of questions. People ask me quite challenging questions all the time. I love those. If I can't answer the question, that means I have to go offline and find the answer and come back to them with it. And of course, that's how I learn. So I think I can probably answer more questions than maybe anyone else in the North America at this time, just because I've got the background in the engineering, I've got the background in the equipment, I've got a long history in equipment sales and marketing and production. I have learned quite a lot of things about the business of freeze drying lately. I know many different kinds of products that are running freeze dryers and things to watch out for. So if you are looking for information in any of these sorts of topics, I'm going to be making a series of videos about them. I would encourage you to just give me a comment in the description or in the comments below about what kind of things you would like to learn about. You can also see me on some other people's videos in interviews, and you can you might find links to those in the description below. If not, then just reach out to me and I will try to get that information for you. I usually put a slide at the very end of every video, and I haven't done a lot of them so far, but I put a slide there that has my company name, my email address, so feel free to reach out to me with that. Making videos is not my forte, right? I'm an engineer, and I don't have a marketing department. I don't have a videographer. I have me. I have my PC cam, and I've got a microphone here. So I'm just going to do the best I can with that. I'm trying not to spend a lot of time editing videos because, frankly, that puts this barrier in front of me, this hurdle that makes it just harder for me to get videos out. So if it looks a little unpolished, it's probably not going to change that much. I'll get better at it over time. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have. Please suggest things that you would like to hear about in the comment section. And check out my other videos. All right, thanks, and happy freeze drying.